thieves. We gonna do a breaking.
Say again.
We'll do a breaking use it.
We'll do it like Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell.
Hey, listen, you clap it up one more time. We in the building.
That's right.
One West News Desk. Visualize School UPK started 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under commanded in how we've been teaching truth since '69. That the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in fact the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks to.
That's right.
So a lot going on in the news. One of your hosts, Captain Saparia, along with
Officer Mathum.
we're going to be bringing out some heavy international news. Make sure y'all tune into the Black Watch tonight. The manager and how I'm going to do a deep dive on Venezuela, what happened down there, and the official stance in the UPK and on that specific news story. We'll go into it a little bit, but not all the way. But make sure y'all tune it into that, because that's going to be a heavy class concerning World War III and what it means, to the other nations. What's to come. Ally ships is going to be clashing. It's a lot of question marks in the air. Why? Because we haven't been taught to fight. We haven't been taught these things have to come to pass.
Yeah.
Like Maduro, man, you both know, like growing up, like we've been taught like America was indestructible. This is, they said that God we trust, like a God was on America's side. We've been indoctrinated with that theory, man.
Yeah.
Not knowing the Lord is building this place up to fall, just like he did Egypt.
Right.
Egypt ain't nothing but the land of cigarettes and Cheetos now.
Right.
And it was the powerhouse of the earth.
Exactly. I used to think that, I thought that all the way up until I came into this truth that America was the greatest country on this earth. You understand? The most indestructible. You understand? I always thought we was the richest too.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, right, America does nothing but rob other nations. We really don't have the resources that we think we got.
Right.
This is the reason why they had to move on Venezuela like they did. Actually, because the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native, because we've always been in poverty, we don't even realize that the American economy is crumbling. You understand? And this is the reason why a lot of times we seeing these more and more we seeing active shooters, because they're not used to not having. You understand? We're used to this. And as soon as something happens, you understand, just like, I don't know if you remember that Bernie Madoff, that Ponzi scheme he had going on. You had people jumping off of buildings after that, right?
Right.
It was an incident, and then you don't hear anything for a long period of time. That was way back in, I believe it was the late 80s or the early 90s, right? Now you're starting to see damn near every week, you're starting to see the oppressor show his true colors. Listen, the scriptures tell us that the man of perdition must be revealed. And America is being exposed for what America truly is today. We're looking at America now. The uncovering of America is really being revealed to everybody on the earth. You understand? Listen, a lot of these nations are booting up. They are booting up because they understand. Listen, if America, I don't know if you remember, Kat, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and about how America started the League of Nations, stepped to the side, let the other European nations control that, and then created the United Nations. They created the United Nations so that they could control anything that they did on the earth that was illegal and not be reprimanded about it. If you've seen, they went into a sovereign country, Venezuela, a sovereign country. That was the first illegal act to take a military force into a sovereign country. Was an illegal act. To kidnap the president of a sovereign country is an illegal act. Right. To bring him back to your country, taking a prisoner across, remember how I say across state lines?
Right.
When you take a person across state lines, across country lines, and now you're trying him on trumped up charges in America.
Right.
America, the son of the man of perdition is showing his true colors right now. Right. If America was so rich, somebody tell me, if America was so rich, why does America have to hijack Venezuelan oil? Why do they have to hijack Venezuelan minerals?
Right.
Why did they have to bomb Afghanistan, stay in there 20 years till they cleaned out all the oil and minerals from there? Why did they take and say Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction and didn't have any weapons of mass destruction? There's no account on the earth. Why are they talking about bombing Nigeria? Right. Not that we care about any of these countries, but I want people to start thinking like you have to really put two and two together. We always believed that America had everything we needed right here in America. The blinders were put over us as citizens of this country, so-called citizens of this country. They give you that illusion that you understand we're the greatest country on the face of this earth.
Right.
And when you have
make sure y'all hit that like,
an overseer, or
like button.
When you have somebody who's watching over you, who always provides, but you don't know where they're providing from, but you choose not to ask. This is what's being revealed now. You understand? Just like I said, we always thought America was the greatest country on the earth. And then let's look at it. Let's look at it in a microcosm, right? Every time Black people in America start to build things up, white America always destroys it. You understand? Because they don't have the ingenuity. You understand? They don't have the creativeness. So that's on a small scale. Look at what they're doing to us here in America. And we're creating things out of nothing. They don't have that capacity to do anything like that. So they take what we have, destroy us, and then what do they do? They create these stories like this is what we've created. This is what we've done. That's why you have 95% of white America believes that they built this country on their own sweat and tears.
Right.
Their own blood, sweat, and tears. Well, we always believed, and America made us believe that we were the greatest country on the face of this earth. And now America is being exposed for what America truly is. Look at what they're doing. And now they really talking about going back and taking Greenland now. You understand? This is listen, if you didn't believe that World War III was underway, you better start believing right now. Listen, don't wait till the bombs start dropping over here. Don't wait till the rocks begin to melt over here before you begin to believe. You better start believing. You better get in this truth, and you better get some kind of understanding up under Commanding General Yohana. You understand? Right. This is where the truth is. And just like Kat said, we're bringing out this truth. We are bringing out these articles to make our people aware, because at this time right now, we always the last people to find out anything. You understand? We always believe that we got the know-how. We don't have the know-how. You understand? If we did have the know-how, we'd be preparing to be the empire that's going to rise up out of these ashes. You understand? A lot of us don't realize that America is falling. Like I said before, we've been poor for so long. We've always went without so long that we don't realize that the economy is crashing, but our oppressor does. And this is the reason why, if you look at it, this is the reason why the anger of the oppressor and his fury is intensifying right here in America. And now it just spilled over into Venezuela. And the crazy thing about it, Cap, this is the crazy thing that I can never understand about nations of people that are proud.
We got a question online too.
What's that question?
Sister asks, is this the starting of WW3?
Listen, WW3 started, it's at January 6th. Well, no, can't say that. Can't say that, right? Because
can I dive into it just a little
bit? Come on, sir. Come on, sir.
If I could just add a little bit.
Come.
WW3 has been brewing up for a couple of decades. Really.
Yes.
It really, since the Cold War has been brewing. That Cold War, it got cold and got stale. But ever since then, America has been showing its hand around the face of the earth, invading this, invading that, poking their heads in Afghanistan, Iran, and all these other nations. And then you got what, 2001,
right,
with the Iraqi war. All of these things is the build up to international turmoil to WW3.
Right.
Meanwhile, we thinking in our minds right now with them, if I could add, just to add a little bit. Not
come on, sir. Come on, sir.
Not to overshare, but a decade plus ago, you got NATO forces joining with U.S. forces doing drills with Ukraine. Russia like, yo, this is my territory.
Right.
All of these things are brewing up to everything down there. We just like it started to peak. It ain't at its peak yet, but it's ramping up rapidly right now. So to answer your question, yes.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm gonna put a cherry on top of that, right? If you listen to CNN, if you listening to these news stations and channels that's really talking about, and I want to touch on that Ukraine war, right? If you listen to what each one of them always say, they always say that Russia invaded Ukraine. We have to get an understanding because Cap just said it. In 2012, they did those NATO and American drills, right? In Ukraine. Ukraine has always been a part of Russia. It has never been not a part of Russia.
Right.
So, in fact, they were doing drills right on Russian soil. Russia said, listen, no matter what happens, this country cannot join NATO because then you'll be putting, weapons or nuclear weapons or weapons at us. That's not going to happen. It's just like the situation with the Bay of Pigs with what they call it, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yes, that's exactly
the Cuban Missile Crisis with.
That's exactly what it is.
Right. When Russia tried to,
the Soviet Union, Russia really now.
Yeah, Russia now. You right. The Soviet Union. You hit it. Hit it on the mark.
It's on the same wavelength. Although Cuba wasn't like necessarily a territory of the United States.
Right.
They were so close. It's like, yo, you bugging up.
Right.
That's why, and we're gonna get this story soon. That's why America won Greenland.
Right.
America won Greenland because they know if Russia and China continue to be over there, they got planes and everything over there.
Right.
Then it's gonna leave America vulnerable for a land attack.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. That's why NATO and the U.S. really want to be in Ukraine. Now check this out. But then if I could, Hawaii, and give me some Puerto Rico. Those are
Caribbean islands.
The Virgin Islands. Certain islands are U.S. territory.
Yep.
Ain't nobody, linking up with Puerto Rico and all these other cats down here. They damn near belong to the United States.
Right.
They off limits. Ukraine, it's the same thing with Russia. That is their territory.
Right.
They out of line. But
Hey, listen, and if you listen to all those vassal states that America has, America treats those like stepchildren. Remember Cinderella? Remember how her mother, her stepmother treated her all the way through the story? That's how America treats those little small countries like Puerto Rico, those little islands like that. They treat them and they use them for what they can get out of them, what they can do with them, as opposed to taking care of them. Just like, that part of that island of Puerto Rico, that poor side of Puerto Rico, it's still a hellhole after that hurricane. That hurricane happened, 3 or 4 years ago? When Trump was the president the first time, right? Mm-hmm. And it still ain't been built back up. You understand what I'm saying? So again, the son of perdition is being revealed right now. America, we are in World War III. And just like Cap said, right after World War II, America was the hegemon of the earth, meaning America controlled everything on the earth. Everybody needed America at that time. So America, listen, it's the same thing that America does with us when they using us with that welfare system, right? They said, we'll give you this, but you first have to do this. And this is what America did with all of those countries that had been bombed to smithereens. They helped them build back up, and then they put their thumb on top of those countries. None of those countries came from under that thumb, except for the Soviet Union.
Right.
They really wanted to keep the Soviet Union because the Soviet Union was really one of those powers of the earth that America knew and understood that once they get down, we got to keep them down like that, because that's a country that they could not handle in a one-on-one war. Right. You understand?
If I could, that's the same case. Listen, Donald Trump is a perfect candidate to kick off this war.
Yes.
He's like a toddler that wants to show off his toys.
Yep.
Look at my new toy. He's so rich and he acquired so much wealth that the last thing that he needed to have was power.
Yeah. He
got that power now. He's showing all his new toys. Look at my Air Force. I'm gonna build a golden dome. Yeah. I was listening to a tape on 98 Rock earlier, right?
Right.
He often says this: I'm the best.
I would agree with that.
X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
I'm the best. Nobody knows this better than me.
Right.
Nobody knows banking better than me.
Right.
Nobody knows democracy better than me. Nobody knows peace and me. I'm the best.
I'm the greatest president.
I'm the great.
No president thought about this until I came.
Exactly.
No president could do this until I came. You understand? And that's the problem right there. That pride is what
is biblical.
Yeah. Obadiah.
Come on.
You understand? That pride is what's making America fall. Matter of fact, let's get a scripture on that. As a matter of fact, let's do Job chapter 18, verse 11. Job, I'm gonna hit that.
And if I feel like they so arrogant, they so puffed up.
Right.
It's like he's the perfect candidate to really stir the pot, to get this soup that they brewing up.
Right.
To spill over.
Right. Hey, listen, a lot of people really don't understand that move on Venezuela wasn't because they're showing their power. That move on Venezuela comes from fear. You understand? Because the American economy is crashing and all of these countries are moving to BRICS, and because America's being exposed right now, everybody's moving away. Even China is dropping the dollar. You understand? Everybody's starting to realize that the dollar was just a weapon that America used to control all the other nations. You understand? So it wasn't a power move, it was a fear move. America fearing all these other nations are going to get together and come up against America and tame America. And that's the one thing that a power-stricken country cannot accept. They cannot accept somebody else being over top of them. That's a fear.
Especially a character.
Listen.
Like Donald Trump. He is the perfect definition of a what's the word they throw around a lot? Narcissist.
Narcissist, yeah.
Narcissistic.
Yeah.
He's the perfect candidate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He can't take any accountability. He can't be the bad guy.
Right.
He has to be the best, and he has to be the best in the public in the public arena.
Listen, it got so bad. He was happy to accept the FIFA Peace Prize.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They were trying to come on, Mr. President.
They just created it.
Mr. President, please,
right.
Come to the side.
Right.
He holding the trophy.
Right.
He's like,
no.
I was good.
They gave him
last week.
They gave him the FIFA Peace Prize because he didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh my God. Okay.
The FIFA people gave him
I'm talking about a different
the trophy that he had. He didn't want to give that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He took that trophy.
He took that trophy.
I think he took that trophy.
God damn.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it's in their nature to do that, right?
It is in their nature. And my thought, if I could just add just a tad bit, and cut me off if I'm wrong, please.
Go ahead.
Yo, Donald Trump, it's like I was worried. I mentioned this often. I was worried that his connections with Russia and other world leaders would prolong the World War III, prolong the prophecies.
Right.
Well, not prolonging, but like, okay, maybe it's not time.
Right.
Yo, this cat is like I said, the perfect candidate to ramp it up. And you see how ain't nobody talking about no fouls no more.
That's the linchpin.
You see how ain't nobody talking about no fouls no more.
Nobody talking about
Ain't nobody talking about no fouls no more.
Right.
It's all Venezuela and Ukraine and blah.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, your president is a pedophile.
Yeah.
He sexually assaulted children. You hear that?
Yeah.
That is the president that you fight for. All you so-called MAGA, America First, and the MAGA people, your Republican, the Democrat, whoever it may be.
That's what they fighting for.
Your land of the free, home of the brave cats. You know what I mean? America First cats.
Right.
Your president is a child molester. And we just said, you know what? It's not credible information. And how do you have not to get off track, but we're gonna get this article.
Right.
I gotta make this point. Nathan.
Go ahead.
You had a sex trafficking ring.
Yep.
You arrest the leader of the ring and the second in command of the ring.
Right.
No other arrests with them?
No.
No customers.
No customers, no nothing.
1,000 victims, Madam.
Listen, 1,000 victims.
But no leads on who bought them and who was at the Highland. No lead. Nobody's getting arrested. Nobody's getting arrested.
Nobody.
Even when they was taking down the entire mob, they start getting names and indictments. But when it comes to sex trafficking children,
right. Yeah, we gotta look around and see whose heads are hanging.
Come on, man.
Who's the quietest?
Right.
You know what I mean? Who's not saying nothing?
Prince Andrew, he put himself in the corner.
Right.
You know he guilty as hell.
Yeah, guilty as hell.
Come on, man.
Guilty as hell. Hey, listen, man.
Go ahead.
I think you right though, right? Look, I think he really listen. This thing with Venezuela wasn't all the way his idea, but I believe he agreed with it just so that cover could be covered up,
right,
with the children. You understand what I'm saying? Anything to take the negative thing off of him, he'll do anything.
You're right, but I don't even want to go as far to call it propaganda, but it was necessary. definitely planned.
Right.
And it just took an eye off of what was heavily trending.
Right.
It was heavily trending, if I couldn't look up.
Yeah.
On the
internet.
On the social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, if I could real quick, we got a lot of people checking in. Make sure y'all hit that like, share the videos, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe. We got a lot of things coming up here in Baltimore. Queuing up. I don't want to give too much away.
Right.
But we got some big things coming to the school. Y'all don't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow.
That like.
You don't want to miss what's coming to the school very soon. It's going to be like very informative. It's going to be right here live on the One Way News. That's too.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you know. Listen, we got something queued up.
Okay.
We got something queued up here.
Look, Pat said we got something queued up. I believe him. I believe him.
Make sure you hit that like. But look, let's get this article. Did you have anything to add?
Hold up.
Please.
Job 18.
Let's go.
Verse 11. It says, terror shall make him afraid on every side. Listen. What's going on right now with America is the terrors of America. America's economy is crumbling. All of these nations are turning their back on America. America's being exposed to all of these other nations. That's the terror that's destroying and tearing America apart right now. You understand? It says terrors make him afraid on every side. Everybody that was surrounded, even the European Union, are starting to suspect America. Everybody's starting to talk. You understand what I'm saying? 100%. And because America's now is on the butt end and is not giving the lashes, America, the terrorists making America afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. Now, think about this, right? Driving a person to their feet. That means that they were at a relaxed state in the beginning. America was relaxed in controlling all of the other nations. America could do what they wanted to do. America could control Puerto Rico, control the Caribbean islands, control the European nations. America can go into the United Nations and everybody could vote on something. America could veto it, and that's it.
Right.
Nobody could overturn what America does. Now, everything that's going against America is driving America to its feet. America's alert. So if America was relaxed, now it's driving America to its feet. It's making America alert. America's looking around now. America's looking for a way out. His strength shall be hunger bitten. We always thought America was listen, growing up, especially when the first Dream Team came. That spirit of America hit everybody. When the Dream Team came, nobody could defeat America. Listen, just off of the basketball thing alone, it made you feel like we was undefeatable in anything.
Right.
Nobody could beat America in anything, whether it be war, whether it be basketball, whether it be thinking or anything like that. That spirit of America was on most of us.
Sure.
You understand? It says his strength shall be hunger bitten. America's strength is hunger bitten. Why? Because America does so much. America puts herself in so many positions. The only nation to have over 800 military bases all across this globe. You start to put yourself out there like that, you start to expose your homeland. Your economy begins to fall. Listen, this is the same way the Roman Empire fell. This is the same way every empire that has ever ruled the known world, this is the way that they fell. Because when you extend yourself, when you have an iron in different fires everywhere, when you creating wars and creating havoc all across the earth, eventually it comes back to bite you. Listen, it says his strength is hunger bitten and destruction shall be ready at his side. Listen, if destruction ain't ready at his side right now, listen, China's armed up. Russia's armed up. Iran is armed up. So much so that you have African nations that's beginning to arm up.
Right.
You have African nations beginning to speak out against America right now. You have all of these nations speaking out. China just went into the United Nations and they just spoke against them.
They had this brief. I don't know if it was the United Nations, but I was following a couple of news stations online on my social. Listen, all them cats are speaking up.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like, listen, they not with it.
Listen,
they not with the madness.
You ever see somebody?
They're gonna be coming up against each other.
You ever see a bully, right? A bully picking on somebody. And all of a sudden, one person come out and smack that bully. The next thing you know, a couple other people, and the next thing you know, he humbled himself and all of that like that. And then he always try to snatch the littlest person up and try to regain his strength. This is what America has done with Venezuela. But all of the nations are looking through that. They saying like, yo, the only reason why you doing this because you have projected power. It's not, listen, not saying that America doesn't have any power, but that America of the 1990s is no more. Listen, they allowed the Soviet Union turn Russia to rebuild and rearm themselves. They allowed China's economy to surpass them double. Right. You understand? 100%. They allowing other nations, just like Venezuela. They found out 7 years ago that Venezuela had the greatest oil reserves on the globe. This was what just happened the other day. It's something that was planned years ago. Right. You understand? Just like we talked about the 7 nations in 5 years, right? The 7 nations in 5 years: Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Sudan, and a couple of other nations. What's the other one? Libya, right? Qatar. These were the 7 nations.
No, Qatar.
No. It was Iran, Iraq, Lebanon, Syria, Libya, and 2 other nations. It was 2 other nations, 7 nations in 5 years that they had planned on conquering. It took more than 5 years. They still haven't conquered them all because you still got Iran. Iraq is in disarray right now. Sudan was one of them. If you look at the Sudanese people, you see them wandering everywhere. They have no homeland. You understand what I'm saying? This is because America has destroyed nations. America goes in, America creates the lies. You understand? Let me get back to what I was talking about though. It shall devour the strength of his skin. And that's the point right there. It shall devour the strength of his skin. What does that mean? It shall devour the strength of his skin. Because we look at the oppressor, and because of his skin, we give him a pass on everything. We allow the oppressor to do anything and everything that they want just by the strength of their skin, just by the strength of what they have already done.
Also like their military might.
Yeah, their military might.
What they accomplish and all of that.
But it's because of who they are.
Exactly.
You understand? It's because of who they are and what they've already achieved. We still see America as though America was that America after World War II. But America is just a shell of itself right now. You understand?
Listen, they're going to find out. The battle that's coming,
right?
Ain't no winner.
Ain't
no winner. Everybody
falling.
Ain't gonna be no nation that's gonna rank to the top.
Right.
We're the big dog now.
Right.
Iran or Russia is the powerhouse of the earth now.
Right.
Or China is the powerhouse of what's happening is for our liberation. And with our freedom and liberation, is going to come something great in the earth. You understand?
Right.
Why the hell you open the door pregnant? Because it's going to come something great in the earth. You understand? Right. Going to be a black man on the earth. You're going to with a new reputation that y'all do not understand.
Listen.
Or comprehend. Go ahead, Mr.
The whole world is going to crumble. Their work is going to crumble when that happens. Just to see a black man, running the show. You understand? This is going to be heaven on earth because everybody going to be treated properly. Everybody going to get their just due. Shalom, Lord Christ. What's going on, bro? You understand? But I'm done. I'm done with that, Cap. I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm done with that. But yeah, but America has been exposed, and it's you know how the whisper goes around the room, and everybody gets the whisper except the person that they whispering about. That's America today. You understand? The whispers are going around about America. You understand? And America has to be tamed. And these nations coming together is taming America. But just like a beast being trapped in a corner, you understand? America is that beast being trapped in a corner and is trying to fight its way out. You understand? But at the end of the day, America must fall. You understand? You ready to read that article, Cap?
This article, let me pull it out right now. I'm gonna add it to the stage.
Okay.
Bear with me 1 second. I want the audience.
The Guardian, right?
Audience gotta see this right here. Like we got to bring out an absolute heavy and dynamic.
Right.
Bear with me 1 second. They can see it online too.
It's gonna be heavy right here.
So whenever you're ready.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to read right now.
Go ahead.
The Guardian. This is the article from the Guardian. Trump serious about wanting to take over Greenland, says Danish Prime Minister as it happened. Okay? Greenland has urged Donald Trump to give up his fantasies about annexation after the U.S. president, fresh from the military operation in Venezuela, again threatened to take over the Arctic territory.
If I could, he just yapping. He get to talking. He better get on the helicopter.
Right.
He better get on the Air Force One. Yeah, we just did that. We went down there. We baked them down there.
Right.
So we better go over here. We better do that. He just yapping like a child.
Right.
And then, he's so goddamn arrogant. So he mentions Colombia.
Right.
And he mentions Mexico. And he mentions Greenland.
Right.
And like you are the president, and you're implying that you're going to invade other countries. Cuba, Colombia, Mexico, and Greenland. Am I wrong with them?
Listen,
and he's saying it like he with his buddies.
Like ain't nobody else listening. Like these countries not even, they ain't listening. They don't watch the news. You know what I mean? Listen, he been raised by his mama.
Right.
He can't keep a secret for nothing. You understand? He can't keep nothing to himself. You understand? He let everybody know all the plans, everything that's about to happen, everything that we planning to happen. You understand? Everything that we did that nobody wasn't supposed to know, he let them know we did it. You understand what I'm saying? This is like I said, this is a country in decline. We just don't recognize it, like I said before, because we've always been on the butt end of everything. We've always been poor. You understand? It's nothing new for us. Go ahead, sir.
Commander, I'm going to bring it out more tonight, but even like he doesn't understand how impactful that side talking is.
Right.
He on the plane, they want to quit. Mr. President. Yeah, we was down in Venezuela. Colombia got hacked up, and he don't know. He don't understand. Like he think he like a how NFL stars get off the field.
Right.
They better hit the locker room. He think he like them.
Right.
He think he like they go into the locker room. And he want to get on the camera real quick. Yeah, we had a good first half.
Right.
He out there talking about international secrets of your war plan.
Right. The nigga, they never been an athlete. He an athlete today. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm telling everything. Yeah, man. We did this, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
No, go ahead.
All right. Denmark Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen said she believed President Donald Trump was serious about wanting to take over Greenland, as she warned that if the United States attacks another NATO country, everything stops.
Yeah, everything stops. Means like listen, everybody is like outside of our media diaspora, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It's like on a completely different level of. They have a completely different perspective.
Right.
They like, yo, these cats is bugged up.
Right.
You talking about China coming to the board, African countries coming to the board, all these countries coming to the board, like, yo, these cats is bugged out. And now China already got beat with Taiwan, so okay, I want to do that. All right.
Right.
What you gonna do about me?
Right.
This is my territory.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we saying now?
Yeah. You ever heard of a perfect storm? Listen, the leaders, but this is the perfect storm, right? Because this is the weakest lineup America has ever had in leadership all at one time. You have people who never had power finally got power.
Right.
You got Pete Hegseth, who's is he the Minister of War or something like the Department of War, right? Department of Defense, but they call it Department of War, right? You got somebody who was in the service, didn't really aspire to what he wanted to, so now he got the power to talk all of the trash that he wanted to talk. You understand? You ever seen a little boy that can't play basketball, but he got the ball, so everybody, we gotta let him play? That's Pete Hegseth. You understand? He got the ball, and nothing happens if he can't play. So they gotta let him get in the game. Donald Trump, the same way, right? You can look at him and tell he never been anywhere. He ducked 3 drafts. You understand what I'm saying? But now he has the very power that he talked about. You understand? And now he's sending people off to war, the same wars that he didn't want to fight in. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So all together, then you got a bunch of women who gab. All, and I'm talking about in Congress, people who don't have a spine, who can't stand up and speak against what they see is wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Look at all of the international speakers are standing up and saying, oh, this is not right. But look at the people in America who knows it's not right. They're not even standing up. They're not even speaking. You understand what I'm saying? Usually you have people speaking against MAGA. You have people speaking against the Democratic Party or whatever, but nobody's speaking. You understand what I mean? This is the weak, and the thing about it is nobody has any clue of how war really is done. Even with them going in the way that they went in with helicopters and slow planes and stuff like that. They said even a person on the street with a gun could have took down a couple of those helicopters by how they came in. You understand what I'm saying? It's military incompetence. And that's what America, the blinders are still on the people that are the power, the people that are in power. They don't know anything. Listen, this is World War III, point blank. This is the end. This is the beginning of the end of America. We watching it right now in real time. Just like Trump said, he watched them do that thing in real time. He happy as a mug. Yeah, I seen them go in. It was so fast and everything happened so fast and furious. It was great. It was great. You understand what I'm saying? He had no clue. No clue at all. This is the fall of America. We looking at it in real time. And the thing about it is, because a lot of us have been blinded by the spirit of America, we don't see it either. A lot of us don't see it either. You understand? And the only thing we see is America flexing the muscles. America flexing. No, America is not flexing muscles. America's in fear right now. And they have to do what they can do to keep that identity of them, the old identity, up.
Well, you can call it fear too, but they in the state of I'm the best.
Yeah.
I'm the best. Nobody can touch me. Yo, Donald Trump is like the epitome of America.
Right.
You understand? Like if I
Hey,
take the camera off.
you ever see somebody put on a whole Jordan outfit and they think they can do it? That's the leaders of America right now. They got on that American outfit and they think we can do it. You know what I mean?
You ever see Michael Jackson in person?
Right.
Right. He was not Michael.
The drunk one? You thought the drunk ones?
All of them.
Yeah, all.
Any of them.
Right.
He tried to impersonate.
Yeah.
I'm such this powerful, great person, this powerful, great leader.
Yeah.
You the perfect candidate to end the world.
Yeah.
You the perfect candidate. I'm just waiting for a missile. You know, I'm going to work. I'm driving to DC. I'm like, man, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? We just waiting on Saudi Arabia to get in the fight. Come on with it.
Yeah.
All these allies is going to come up against each other. You want to drop this article?
Listen, you want to finish it or you want to?
We can drop it. It's up to you.
It's on you, sir.
Let's get some more.
What you got, Alizar?
No, I just want to ask, but because I can't ever remember the dude's name is. What's the guy that Trump? He was like a war hero. He was captured, and
you talking about the one he talking about? How could he be a hero and he got captured?
Right.
What's the dude? What's the guy that passed? Maybe 2 years ago.
Right.
Cap.
Cool.
Remember the
They negotiated to get him out.
From Russia?
No, America. The one who died 2 years ago. He was he was in a house, wasn't he?
Was it?
House of Representatives. He was a senator.
I think it was a senator.
He was a senator.
I think it was a senator.
He was in the Vietnam War. He got captured.
Mm.
He just died 2 years ago.
I'm not
Trump talked bad about him.
Dang.
You know what I mean? He talked bad about it. He said, how could he be a hero and he got captured?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That dude,
yeah.
he was on some real hero type of
They
stuff.
said they had him tied up so long with his arms behind his back that he could only raise, even after all these years, he could only raise his arms up this high.
Dang.
Yeah.
He had opportunity to get out, but he said
He
no.
said, no, he gonna stay until all his
They ain't let the other soldiers out. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna let them out.
Yeah.
Don't let me out.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
all. And Trump talked bad about him.
He just passed 2 years ago. I know what you're talking about.
Look, for time, so we're gonna drop this party.
Come on, sir. You got another one you sending me?
Sure. In the meantime, I just wanna make sure y'all check and tune in to I'm not sure if they live yet or not, but they're gonna be live soon.
Right.
And when they get live, we're gonna cut the feed,
Okay.
and then we're gonna do our class.
Come on, sir.
But let's get some more. I want to get of course, we got the Greenland situation.
Right.
Just get some more. Bear with me.
And that's heavy right there because they said France, Denmark, I think France, Denmark, and Sweden was backing and was against America in taking Greenland. You know what I mean? So you got the Europeans coming up against America themselves. You know what I mean? France, Denmark, and Sweden, I believe. Hey, listen, America is. Oh, okay. Got you, sir. Got you want to hit this one now?
No, go ahead. Elaborate first.
Yeah. America already has part of the European Union already coming up against them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of them are tired of being the whipping pole.
Oh.
You understand? America just uses them, gets them trashed, and then steps off. You understand? A lot of these countries know that our economies are hinging on everything that America does. And America does not care about any other country. And this is the reason why America is using the Ukraine, pushing them in front of a Russia, getting pounded to death. You understand? This is the reason why they put in the European Union. Just think about it, right? America basically started that Ukraine-Russian war. Then they was at the forefront in the beginning, and then they slowly stepped back and pushed everybody else forward. Because everybody else gonna get pounded. You understand? Russia said, listen, when we find out who's in it, we're gonna start bombing whoever's in it. And America just slid to the back. Well, you know what? We're stepping out of it. Listen, our hands are clean. We're out of it. You know what I mean? We'll sell you the bombs and the weapons. You understand? They keep the war going. You understand what I'm saying? And they pushing them to the front. And they ain't got nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. They could get pounded too. And America gonna watch them get pounded. And this is what America does. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, Alizah. America pushes everybody up the front in every war, World War I and II. Let everybody else get pounded out. And then they come out unscathed. And then they become, and this is when your economy is crashing, if you start a world war, you can get everybody else trashed and your economy goes back up. If you step back and let them beat each other up. Right. That's what America has done twice.
Listen, yeah, think about World War II.
Yeah.
Hold up. I mean,
we talked about that cat last week.
Did we?
Yeah. We talked about, listen, in World War II, everybody went to war against everybody except for the United States. The United States only went to war with Japan, right? They only fought the Japanese until D-Day when they stormed the beaches of Normandy. That's it. Everybody else been beating each other across the head. America only fought Japan. Remember, Japan was fighting everybody else too.
Right.
So they wasn't as powerful either because they fighting everybody.
Right.
So again, America came in unscathed, and that's how they created the United Nations. This time, because they created the League of Nations after World War I, but they gave everybody too much power and couldn't control the League of Nations. Well, this time when they created the United Nations, they made sure they had total power. And that's why 190 countries can vote yes, and America can vote no. And that's it. But what America has an unknown enemy that a lot of people don't even know about. What's that nation? A nation that can destroy them. What's that nation? A lot of people don't know. What's that nation? No. There you go. Right there. Why? Because Israel is using America as a proxy. How? Because look at all of the money that they're getting. Look at the wars that they got America into. Look at how they jamming America up with Iran. Look at how they jamming them up with all of these other countries and in Gaza, making America look bad. Listen, everybody knows Israel is trash. Israel has no power. America is the power behind Israel. And Israel knows as long as they keep a war going, America has to stay in it. Why? Because the Israeli lobby has bought everything over in America to keep the war going. All of those politicians, all of those congressmen, all of those senators, that's why this war keep going. Think about this. This is the reason why you keep hearing people say, well, Israel has a right to defend themselves. So listen, you mean to tell me over almost 150,000 people from Gaza don't have the right to defend themselves? Think about that, right? Everything all right?
No, I was saying, because it's giving me a paywall on the laptop.
Oh, okay. But that's it right there. Think about it, right?
I'm gonna go to Algiers for that one.
But what? Listen, think about this. A few years back, this was a few decades back. Israel bombed an American ship, American Navy ship, a few years back, because they wouldn't let them do what they wanted to do, and they bombed that ship. They covered it up. I think they unalived 90-something Navy men. Yeah. That's history. That's why. And then guess who got the White House and everything else bugged? The so-called Israelis. That's how they know what America's going to do, when America's going to do it. They said Mossad got all of that bug. Mossad is the CIA for the Israelis.
Right.
MI6 is the CIA for the British, and of course the CIA for America. All three of them have a CIA. Listen, the so-called Israelis, they are a wicked people. And they get to do, listen, how do you think Benjamin Netanyahu get to come over here and say, listen, this is what we need y'all to do, and go back to Israel? As a matter of fact, he don't even go back to Israel because he's scared he's gonna get bombed too. You understand? And listen, that time when they bombed Tel Aviv the first time, when he was on TV, his hand was shaking like that trying to read. He ain't no war hero either.
Let me get this real quick.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm on Algiers. I ain't got the other article. I went to Algiers. Israel bombs Lebanon, saying it targeted Hezbollah and Hamas.
You're right.
Israel military has launched attacks on what is described as Hezbollah and Hamas targets in Lebanon after issuing evacuation orders for. See, here we go again.
Right.
You know, we need everybody to evacuate. We're going to come in.
Right.
Evacuation for 4 villages in the countries. Like, imagine, right? A foreign country.
Yep.
Coming into what we on East Baltimore.
Right.
We need everybody on the east side of Baltimore to did.
Yeah.
Everybody got jobs.
Go to the west side.
Kids.
Right. Yep.
Broke.
Yep.
We already impoverished.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And we got to get up and go somewhere because you got beef with these cats.
Right. Yeah.
You think you just gonna get up and go? I mean, we gave them a warning.
Right.
We gave them a warning to leave.
Right.
I mean,
listen, like you said though, Cap, we're not saying it because like we don't have a dog in the fight, but we just trying to show you the evilness of this nation of people. You understand? We just showing you the corrupt in this people. You know what I mean? And a lot of our people believe that Israel has a right to defend themselves, not understanding. And this is the reason why we bring these articles out, to bring our people up to speed and give them some know about these nations that we're talking about, because a lot of them don't understand what's really going on. They hear about it, and you hear the propaganda on the regular news stations that we hear. Just like I was listening to CNN today, and they was talking about how Russia went in and attacked Ukraine, not giving the whole real backstory of how it started in 2012, how they made a deal with the Russians not to bring Ukraine into the United Nations, but they tried to do it anyway. You understand what I'm saying? And they still
talking, and if I could, not to interject too much, and they still, when this war's over, Ukraine's gonna finally be part of NATO, finally free.
Right.
Like, listen, we ain't got a lot of time. Let's go another 10 minutes or so. I was out to get his class.
Come, sir. Yeah, but that's the whole gist of it right there. And a lot of us, because we've been so indoctrinated by America, we believe in America. We believe everything that America says. When you hear brothers on the street talking about, America needs to go ahead and do it, you know what I mean? That shows you how caught up we are on the wrong side. You understand what I'm saying? And I thank God for Commanding General Yohana, because I probably would have been on that side too. You know what I mean? I probably would have been on that side too. You know what I mean? And a lot of us were. You understand? Thank God for this UPK.
That's right.
Yeah. You know? You got that? You got something else, sir?
No. I got plenty of articles. Bear with me one second. But matter of fact, I finished this here.
Oh, you gave me that Al Jazeera, didn't you?
No, I gave you Reuters.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the Iran president said U.S., Israel, Europe waging full-fledged war in the country.
I gave
Oh,
you.
this was an article from
last. I had a paywall.
Okay, yeah, I seen that. This was one from last week though. This is the Al Jazeera from last week. We didn't even get to hit this one.
Let me continue reading on it. Here.
Come on, sir.
And an Israeli army spokesman said earlier that it was planning airstrikes on Hezbollah and Hamas military infrastructure in the villages of Hamara and I can't even pronounce this. Ain el Taneh in eastern Lebanon's Bekaa Valley and Kfar Hatta Anan in the south. This is what's going on. Like, if I could just interject some more, if I could just elaborate a bit. These wars, this international turmoil,
right?
It ain't dying down.
Right. No.
It ain't dying down. There's only right. Everybody pray for Ukraine.
Right.
I mean, it was all eyes on Gaza.
Right.
on TikTok.
Right.
All right, listen, man. Damn, Gaza gone.
Yeah.
Ain't no Gaza that had eyes on. And it's going to continue to ramp up. And this is what we got to comprehend or recognize and comprehend. This is for our liberation.
Right.
So don't be the war's coming.
Right.
We gotta get a bunker.
Right.
We gotta get some food and stuff, whatever. But listen, whatever the Lord wants to happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There ain't no escaping it.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna chase this nation down, you know, like Shakari. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna chase it down and you know and get the goal. You understand?
Right.
That's the time we live in.
Yeah.
So don't even be discouraged. Don't even be scared. Don't even think twice about it. Just continue living like you're living. Get into school. Get right with the Lord.
Right.
You understand? And thank the Lord that you in the time to see the destruction.
Yeah.
We in the time to see the destruction. Imagine, you know, not being in the time to see the destruction. I mean, damn, this is what the prophets is praying. We've been praying for this for forever.
Forever.
And we seeing this empire crumble.
Right.
Crumble. And it's damn near comical. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at these cats, it's so arrogant.
Right.
So dumb. Yeah, you got all this technology, all this wisdom, or so-called wisdom and knowledge. You can't comprehend to not start a World War III, dumb. Knowing what's in the records, you know what I mean? These idiots, they so money hungry and so arrogant that they're going to destroy their own nation.
Yep.
They're going to destroy the seat that they sit in over the earth for money that they're not even going to be able to spend.
Hey.
I mean, forget about it.
Listen, the defense industry and the construction industry is the only thing making money in America. That's it. They go out and rebuild other nations. That's why you got so many investors. Everybody's an investor now. You know? Yep. Defense industry, number one. Nothing else flies here in America. Remember, the car industry gone.
You want to go into Venezuela a little bit?
Let's go.
I don't want to go in there too much because Commander I'm going to get the show.
Okay, come on, concept.
Y'all see if he live yet?
Yeah, but the defense industry, that's all America has. The car industry is gone. Think about this. We was talking about that last week too. MCI. Remember MCI used to be here? Everybody used to work for MCI in Baltimore, right? Now when you call to get your phone fixed, you're talking to somebody over in India or Pakistan. You barely understand them. It used to be you was talking to a brother at one of them buildings downtown. Okay. Or out of Rundle Mills. You know what I mean? Not no more. You know what I mean? All of those industries, everything that we used to do is gone now. and they basically relegating us to delivery boys. Everybody doing delivery. Everybody doing DoorDash now. You know what I mean? Everybody doing Amazon now.
And
You know what I mean?
good. And if you're not doing that, you pushing for that overtime.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's me.
Right.
That's me.
Listen, I remember you couldn't wait for somebody to say a voluntary time off.
Yep.
Me, you saying I ain't gotta come in.
Yeah.
Now you looking for work.
Yeah. No,
I think I can come in on.
Yep.
Think I can pick up a couple more hours. Can I get an extra load a day, or you know what I mean? Salaga. You know what I mean? That's the time we're living in.
I prayed for that job, right? I think Most High gave me that job. I don't even have to ask for it now. It's mandatory. You feel me? I'm getting tired as a mug now too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the society that we live in. You understand? We gotta, in order to make it, we gotta be two people in the house, gotta be working, and sometimes one of them people gotta have a part-time. You know what I mean? My grandfather raised 11 children off of one job. My grandmother was a stay-at-home mother. 11 children off of one job.
It is going to be our last article. Then we got to shut it down.
Come on, concert.
Last.
Come on, concert. That's the one you just sent me?
Kind of said to I was like, you want to read?
Go.
I'm gonna add this to the stage real quick. On CBF, right?
Come on, concert.
Hey, chat, make sure before we roll out, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Please do. But ain't let me share that to the stage. But everything wants to. No, go ahead, Alza.
Come. Trust any potential humanitarian or
Be good. I want you to recognize and understand how impactful what transpired. What was it, the 5th? Yesterday?
The 5th.
Yesterday morning. How it shook the entire world.
Right.
We talking about heads of nations coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Like these cats is like on one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever seen somebody bugged out run away? All the regular cats run away. Yo, we gotta do something, bro. We gotta talk to bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gotta chill out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wanna rob the local joint. Go take that out outside the run away.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's Trump.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Come. Global reaction to U.S. strikes on Venezuela includes condemnation, concern for foreign nations, the capture of Venezuela's leader, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife, during U.S. military strikes ordered by President Trump sparked reaction from leaders around the world.
Leaders around the world, my thumb.
Yeah.
Everybody like, hold up, man. We respected y'all. Y'all a powerhouse, but now we looking at y'all like, come on.
Y'all going too far.
Go ahead.
Many U.S. adversaries, including some of Venezuela's nearest neighbors, condemned the strikes, while other governments around the world called for de-escalation.
However they want to put it, they know they wrong.
Right.
Oh, we got to de-escalate.
Mm-hmm.
Other cats condemning it, a little more aggressive in tone and nature. Go ahead.
And voiced concerns for their citizens in the Latin American nation.
Of course, you got a Latin American reaction. Everybody's against this, man. Everybody's against this, man. We can go on. Y'all can capture the story on your own, but we running out of time here. We lapsing right now.
Right.
But any closing remarks, my thumb?
Sir, that was it, bro. But y'all just gotta start watching this international news. You understand? And I know I looked on Xfinity and Xfinity Live. They got an international channel where you can hear real news at. So a lot of us need to start getting into that so we can be up on what's really going on. That's it.
Thumb is absolutely right. So take a break from your Facebook algorithm and your TikTok algorithm and type in news.
Yeah.
Type in news, world news, or CNN, Bloomberg, you know what I mean, or NBC, and the list goes on, and see the major headlines and the ones that's not, not the top three.
Right.
Like the ones we brought out today with Hezbollah. People not even hit to those things because they're not tuned in.
Right.
They're not locked in. Get locked in. Watch the Black Watch. Watch America on Fire. Watch the One West News that's crossed the line, across the table. I like that new. Watch all of these. You got things popping off in Syracuse. Hidden Truth Revealed still popping.
Right.
All these the Cabinets Corner in St. Louis. The Round Table in the Midwest. It's a bunch of stuff out there to be locked in, to get tuned in on what's going on locally, nationally, and internationally. So, and all these things is relevant to you. Why? Because your liberation is on the way.
That's
right.
It's on the way. Alizar, you have anything to add? No sweat. This is the One West News Desk. Catch it here every Monday, 6 o'clock, Lord Allah. Weather permit, Lord Allah, you understand? And with that, this is the ISUPK live in the building.
That's right.
Shalom Israel.
Shalom Israel.
I'm gonna do a quick joint though, commercial.
Go.
You seen?
Watch a documentary about ISIS.
Okay. Guess what?
What?
I got a package yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Yes, I cannot wait to Passover. Let me tell you what I got. I got my Passover dress. I got two actually. It's gonna be one is red and one is brown. And it's got fringes on it already, and it's nice and shimmery. And then I got these pants. They like oversized, and it's got the little lining on it. Are you listening?
Yeah.
It's got the lines on it. Look, cute, right? So, and then I got like a jumper. It's like big at the bottom, and then it's like spaghetti strap. But I also got a shirt to go under it. It's white. Cannot wait. The only thing that I do have to get though is the shoes to match it. And hey, you see that?
Yeah, but see, you gotta understand. Look, America created ISIS, and now they're using them as a reason to go back into the land and take whatever resources or do whatever evil crap America does. They all devils. God damn it.
Who are you?
I'm your righteous conscience.
So why you look like me?
I'm his righteous conscience. But because he's your head, I'm also your righteous conscience.
Okay.
It's nice that you ordering all of these things, but did you pay your Passover fee?
And broadcast that on YouTube.
Baby, you got a Passover fee.
Nah, not yet.
It's the walk. I got us.
The what?
No sweat. I got it.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.